Hey guys, it's Matt here. Today I've recorded an acoustic version of both the songs that we were looking at the other day, so Heart of a Wolf and Theory of Ruins. So I've just recorded simple acoustic guitar on my resonator, this one, and again I've recorded that with two mics and put one mic to the left channel, one mic to the right channel, which makes a really nice sound. And I've recorded just very straight vocals over the top, very simple, just to kind of demonstrate the song really and let the words and the melodies speak for themselves. I'm not trying to do anything too clever with the actual vocals. That's what I'm trying to do with the acoustic songs on here. It's just kind of let the songs out. I was kind of quite happy with it really, but I'm when I kind of rendered them and then put them on SoundCloud just for another listen. Do you know what? I listened back to them and there's nothing particularly wrong with the performances, but the sound was just all wrong. It's just so frustrating. I couldn't really tell what the problem was. So it's just been quite frustrating, really. But I've just gone back after doing something completely different. And do you know what? I think half of it is I hadn't got my gain staging right. So I might do a video on the gain staging another time. But essentially, I had the mics on too quiet, so the signal coming in was quite low, and then I was playing with. Then I was, it kind of goes through all the different plugins and comes out the other end, and everything just sounded really, really weedy. So essentially, what I've done is I've just gone and put a gain stage on the guitar and the vocals at the beginning, and all that does is just boost the signal before it starts going into all the different plugins and everything else that we're doing. Simple as that. And I'll do a video on that at some point because it's vaguely interesting. And that's made all the difference. Honestly, crazy. So I've gone because I've done that and it's now a lot louder. I've had to adjust other things to make it actually less loud. Because if you just leave it the same but with a massive great increase in volume at the beginning, you just get a load of distortion and it sounds horrendous as well. So I've upped the level at the beginning and then I've lowered it at the end of the chain, and it's actually sounding a lot better now. So I'm going to upload those to SoundCloud and share the link to everyone in the subscribers Facebook group. Get some feedback on that, but they're pretty much there. I might record some of the guitar again on that, on Heart of a Wolf. That one's actually quite tricky because it's got two different tempos in. The chorus and the verse are at different tempos. So whilst it's not too bad to sing live, recording it's a bit tricky with the click track because you have to set Ableton up to be at 77 beats per minute for the verse, and then whatever it was, 85 beats per minute in the chorus. And it handles that quite well, actually. But it does take a little bit of faffing about and making sure you're recording in time for everything. Even though it is just me and an acoustic, I'm still playing to a click track, which means I'm hearing a metronome in my ear as I'm playing, because I want it to sound kind of fluid, and not particularly regimented. I don't want it just speeding up and slowing down by accident in there. I do want it based on a beat. Otherwise, you spot it slowing down and speeding up, and it bugs you. It's the kind of thing that really gets on your nerves. If once you've listened to it, you can never unlisten it. You can never unhear it. So it's been a kind of a bit of an up and down day, really. I've got a lot done. I've also made a start on the kind of a rockier version of Theory of Ruins. So all I've done there is I've got some MIDI drums. I'm using Easy Drummer. I've just whacked on some verse and chorus drums on there. I've recorded a few bars of guitars, just enough to give the flavour of the verse and the chorus. And then I've just cut and paste them to get them in the right place. So I'm just setting up that kind of template, the kind of infrastructure, and I'll record over the top of that again. So I have recorded some vocals on it, but again, it's just placeholders. But what that means is that on the computer now, I've got this is what it's going to sound like. I'm going to do this here, this here, this here, this here, instrumental break, verse, chorus, finish. And I know how long everything's going to take, and I've got enough that now I've got the vocals and the drums on there. I can cut the guitar out again, and I can record my guitars, and then I can cut the vocals out, and I can record the vocals again, and then eventually I'll send the drums off to Nicholas and get some proper drums on there as well. Yeah, I'm trying because we're doing the acoustic CD. I'm trying to make it's giving me a bit more flexibility really um, in the kind of studio versions. So I'm able to go a little bit rockier, just a little bit different, explore a few more options, and I'm ending up with a slightly different sound than I had on the last album, which is a good thing. It's not just me evolving as a musician; it's also because um, you don't want to do the same thing twice. You don't want the same sound twice, and also a lot of what I put on the last album and on the first one actually fits quite nicely into the kind of acoustic version. So the whole kind of resonator sound and the acoustic stuff is fitting very nicely into that. So it's just giving me some latitude really, just to do something a bit different on the studio versions. And yeah, I'm quite enjoying that. It's nice. It's nice. So yeah, up and down day. Got loads done. Quite frustrating at times, but I think I've got to the end of it. I am starting to think that I need more breaks during the day because I'm getting to the end of the day and my ears are just dead. And I do, I do have my lunch and I do have breaks and I make lots of cups of tea and whatever. But I think I need to schedule something a bit better than this because I can tell my ears are going. When I come back to it in the morning, it always sounds better than it did in the evening. All right. Anyway, speak to you tomorrow.